My dudes, my guys, my freaking boys. The time is currently 5:17 in the AM. Let's go to Cars and Coffee. I got a solid 4 hours of sleep. Let's get it. All right, we just made it up here. It's still dark, and actually, it's kind of funny. So there's like a lot of exotics and shit that come here, and we pulled up, and there's a S15 sitting right there. We met up with CJ with the IS300. Y'all seen this on the channel a bunch, and then of course we got the Z. So now it's warmed up, or not warmed up. It's bright outside. We can look at some cars, but this joint has rear-facing seats in it. There we go. Here's our 3 cars right here, but this S15 is absolutely beautiful. Got the TEs on it. This is CJ's IS. Last time y'all saw it on the channel, we were painting it, but he's drifted it since then. As you can tell, it has been drifted a bunch since then. He took it to the beach too in the Sumo Speed video, if you guys seen that. And then this is the Z, of course, which that was the last video I posted.
You get the North Star.
There's this guy, full carbon front on the NSX. Oh, sorry. And then, oh, you can't see it, but it's got the stock Turbo C in it with the radials, the big Johnnies. These things are sick. Support our lifeboats. These are sick. It's one of them 3-wheel Robins. I love these things. I know a guy that drove one of these on Tell the Dragon and rolled it like twice. So whenever I'm done with all this car stuff, I'm just buying a Lotus, and I'm going to be a normie in a Lotus. These things are just giant beats. I love these things. Actually, fun fact, I was looking at like recently when I bought the Z, I was like, if I just sell everything, I think I can get a Lotus. Sometimes I wish I would have done it, but I like drifting, so. Got a SC here. It's actually a factory manual one. I looked at it earlier. Got an Alpha. This is one of the guys that comes to the K-car meets. I've seen this in one of the videos too, but this is probably the coolest thing here. Cyclone. It's an actual Cyclone, which is pretty sick. And then it's got a bigger turbo on it and stuff. So up here is like a lot of like Euro stuff, like a lot of Porsches and stuff like that. We're looking for one of our buddies. We just seen him pull in, but I don't know where he went. There's the car thing down there. And it goes all the way down that way and all the way back up and all the way back that way. This old Mercedes is sick right here. Found out this morning, no B-pillar in these things. This is pretty rad. It's like a European Laurel. With the baby seat. Yeah, I know, I see this.
Jesus.
Seen this thing around a couple times. ITR, right-hand drive with a bunch of spoon and stuff on it. It's got the spoon in one on it and stuff like that. If you're going on an African safari, we got you. And some lowered Honda stuff. These things are pretty sick. Everything's real clean. Pretty clean EG.
No. I might get my tattoo tomorrow. Those wheels are crazy. The assist?
Hey, he's got the best spot here. Yo, this joint is like perfect right here. Get the actual V10 R8, not the V8 one.
Next.
This thing's pretty big, but there's all kinds of stuff here. Like there's a Viper over there and Ferraris everywhere, and there's a couple Lamborghinis here and stuff like that. Lots of Porsches and stuff. But yeah, I'm mainly into the Japanese stuff, so this place isn't really for me, but I do like coming. It's cool to see like a wide variety of stuff. We're about to head out, but Zell's out here taking pictures of the cars before we leave. So I got this cool little spot over here. The man's working. Pretty cool little spot right here. All right, guys, we made it back home. So we went and got lunch in Alexandria, I guess technically Arlington, at a place called Kebab Palace. I'm grabbing out the car right now. We went out to lunch after we got done with cars and coffee, went and dropped Zell back off, and CJ and Jess went home. And now I understand why I bought this. I was looking for a streetable drift car, and it's like, I think it's like an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, something like that each way. And it did it flawlessly. And I was comfortable the whole time. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now I get to go in here, I'm gonna work the rest of the day, and then that'll be it for this one, I suppose. Got all 5 of these control arms for Mustangs all prepped now. So they're all prepped and cut. We're gonna go ahead and extend them. These two, this is kind of interesting. I haven't had this happen yet. These two, you can see in the middle right there, that's all rust. So they split up with rust, so we decided to not deal with those. This one's really bad. You see there's no like actual metal, but that's how rust works. It's a good representation of it. So we're gonna go ahead and knock these 5 out. This is my super precise jig right there on the floor, and get the welding on these things. Got all these, I got a ton of plates right over here. You can't see them, but I got a ton of plates already cut. And the way I do these is, put my weld mask on real quick. All right, the way that I do these is I take these plates right here, and these are kind of tricky because where you cut them, there's like a radius. So you have to be kind of careful with how you do this. But I normally tack, make sure they line up where you want them at. I normally tack the corner like this. Oh, would help if I turn the welder on, I suppose. All right, now that the welder is on, let's try this again. So, like I was saying, line this quarter up here, like this. And I tack the corner. Yeah, these are pretty junky too, unfortunately. And then we'll take this one and weld the same corner on it, just to make sure that we have our correct radius when we go to weld it. So we can take it over here to our precise jig now. This is a good way to show that jigs don't always have to be some super over complicated thing. Basically, as long as it fits inside the tape lines, it should be good. And then I have holes that you can't really see because they're really faded, but I have holes marked in here and then in there to make sure everything's lined up right. But basically, as long as it's in between this tape line and this tape line, it's good. So this one should be good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna C-clamp a plate up here just to make sure everything's flat, and then go ahead and start welding. All right, so now we got it C-clamped here. We can start welding on it. We know it's where we want it to be, so go ahead and lay some beads down on here. All right, now that's welded, we can take our side plates here, and these should just pop into place like that, which they're literally perfect. So go ahead and tack these guys into place. Now that all this is tacked up, I can go ahead and take my plate off of here. There we go. This is gonna be the support plate that's gonna get welded inside of there, but I can take it off for now so that way I can weld in between here and stuff. But yeah, so basically just gonna go ahead and fully weld this thing out now. All right, now we got all that stuff welded up. We're gonna go ahead and weld this plate over top like that. And then this one will be done. Normally I don't like doing them like this. This customer particular likes doing them like this. So what I like to do is I like to take 2 arms to make one. That way there's only one weld in the middle, and then you plate over that and they're like infinitely stronger. But he likes to do it this way in particular. So we're gonna go ahead and plate this up and get welding. All right, and that is 1 control arm done. So I just do this times 4 more. All right, now that you can see, it's a lot darker than what it was earlier, but all these control arms are done. They took a lot longer than they expected. And Devin's over here mounting wheels for his car. So we got that going on. But yeah. So I guess that's probably where we're gonna end this one. Let me know if you guys like the cars and coffee videos. I should have recorded more, but I got to get better at like going places and like recording instead of like taking it in, you know what I mean? So all right, catch y'all next one. Peace.